We have run out of time. We need some time for discussion, and we request you to stay a little bit longer, if that's okay with everyone. Now I'll present work package 6, the engagement with local international stakeholders to disseminate, communicate, and exploit results. I'll go directly into the role of work package 6. It aims to communicate evidence, information and knowledge in order to inspire and inform development policy and practice. We do this by developing local international community of stakeholders operating along the whole food systems value chain, and by linking them via a user-friendly digital platform, which Ndegwa was talking about, the innovation platform, and also other platforms. All the consortium partners are part of the work in work package 6. This has been already talked by Raya. In work package 6, we have 4 tasks. The first one is a stakeholder analysis and mapping. Second one is a communication dissemination. Third, exploitation and innovation management. And the fourth one is the creation and management of the innovation platform. So in the stakeholder mapping, we have done stakeholder analysis to identify key audiences and targets in the 4 African countries and the EU. The stakeholder mapping document has already been developed. Key stakeholders in EU, Ethiopia, Kenya, South Africa, and Uganda have been identified. A database of stakeholders has been compiled, and the stakeholder mapping document is developed. In Ethiopia, key stakeholders who work in the areas of food, nutrition, processing, agriculture, health, packaging, media, small and medium enterprise, and other international organizations have been incorporated, and that database is already developed. So we will be working with these key stakeholders that we have identified so far. If we have other key stakeholders, then we'll include them in our database. The second activity was communication and dissemination. In this activity, we have the dissemination and communication plan, which we have already developed and submitted to the EU. The dissemination and communication plan is to promote the InnoFoodAfrica project and share its results with the relevant stakeholders and the public at large, in order to encourage the implementation and exploitation of the project results. In this task also, we have developed various communication tools. One is the project website. If you go to www.innofoodafrica.eu, you'll find our project website. This is a place to go for all project content. If you want to know about the consortium members, the content from each work package, publications, photo gallery, news articles, event calendar, contact information, and the like, please go to www.innofoodafrica.eu. You'll find them all there. We have also social media presence. We are present on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. On Twitter, it is InnoFoodAfrica. If you search for InnoFoodAfrica on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, you'll find us there also. We have also developed some promotional materials like project leaflets, which is available on the website. Promotional videos will be developed soon, and we have banners and other promotional materials which you can find from the website. We'll also have periodic communication tools like press releases. Already in Ethiopia, we have published 2 press releases, one on the weekly English newspaper, The Fortune, and also the weekly Amharic newspaper, Addis Reporter. And we'll be having biannual newsletter. We'll be having blog articles, fact sheets. All these periodic communication tools will be available on the website. So we urge you to subscribe for the newsletter at innofoodafrica.eu website. When you go to the website, to the footer area, you'll find a text box where you can enter your email and subscribe to the InnoFoodAfrica newsletter. You can also, in the future, when we have blog articles, you can collaborate with members of the consortium to write blog articles also. When it comes to the dissemination activity, we have planned events. First, we have a comprehensive calendar. We want to have a comprehensive calendar of events will be developed and shared through the website. If you go to the website, you'll find a comprehensive event calendar, which is not yet populated, but it will be populated soon. We are also having Inception workshops or webinars, which is one of these. The first one is this one. We'll have similar webinars in the other 3 countries in Africa. We'll be having a number of innovation platform webinars. Once the innovation platform is functional, we'll have several webinars to share technology and knowledge transfer information. We'll be also holding different dissemination workshops in the various countries based on the findings, preliminary findings and final findings of the project. We'll be hosting also 2 international conferences will be organized. Then we'll also participate on specialized exhibitions and conferences. If you have any specialized exhibitions and conferences, please invite us so that we can participate in this also. We are also planning to have some dissemination materials like scientific and general publications. We'll have scientific publications and general publications. We'll make them available on the website. Various fact sheets like dietary guidelines, improved farming practices, innovative food products and production processes, use of side streams for bio-based solutions. Fact sheets based on this will be made available on our website and also the social media. Training materials such as posters, manuals, and videos will also be developed. They will also be shared on the website and the social media channels also. We'll have some tests from PhD and MSc students. Some of the materials will be translated and adopted to accommodate for low literacy levels. So we urge you to work with us. We ask you to work with us. You can find us on the website www.innofoodafrica.eu. You can also email us by using info@innofoodafrica.eu. Our social media channels, we are available on Twitter at InnoFoodAfrica, on Facebook, InnoFoodAfrica. Just search for InnoFoodAfrica, you'll find us there. LinkedIn, InnoFoodAfrica. YouTube also, we have a channel on YouTube, InnoFoodAfrica. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, which you can find from our website. Go to our website, to the footer area, and subscribe to our newsletter. Thank you. The other part of the work package 6 is on tasks 6.3 and 6.4, and Nehemiah will present on that from Africa Harvest. Over to you, Nehemiah, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Alemu. I hope you can hear me audibly.
Yes, we can hear you, yes.
Thank you, thank you. And as Alemu has mentioned, we agreed with the team, that is myself, Dr. Ndegwa of Helsinki University, and Dr. Blessed Okole, that I do this presentation combining the 2 tasks. 1, because of time, and number 2, because they are more or less 2 sides of the same coin. So task 6.3 is on exploitation and innovation management, whilst task 6.4 is on the innovation platform. And so just a quick intro, the aim of InnoFood is to create new value chains and produce and distribute healthy foods and materials. And that has been very well articulated through the presentation since when we began this webinar. And so I will not belabor that. And this is said to be achieved through development of technologies and methods, capacity building, communication, and business creation. Again, that has been well articulated through the presentations that have preceded this one. And so the aim also is improving farming practices and nutrition through production of healthy ingredients and foodstuffs and packaging to reduce losses. And so the knowledge that is gained from the operational work packages, that is 3, 4, and 5, and the results of work package 1 that will be looking at consumer attitudes, value chain analysis, business models, as well as what is coming out of work package 2 in terms of the insights and trends from consumers, as well as the market issues, will then require to go onto an exploitation platform. And this, the how, is the Innovation Commercialization Plan, which is we're calling the ICP. And the preliminary version of that was developed by month 6 and posted to the EU website. We are waiting for feedback on the same. And then through an iterative process, as you're well aware, innovation is indeed an iterative process. And through participation by all partners, international actors, as well as in-country partners as well, then we will come up with the final version of the Innovation Commercialization Plan by month 30. Next slide, please. So the innovation commercialization plan, which is the how, the goal of that within the context of InnoFood projects is to ensure that the innovations and the business potentials are identified and developed further to meet market needs, as well as looking at optimal commercialization pathways for the innovations that are coming out of the work that will be done, and further develop suitable innovation ecosystems that can mobilize long-term commercialization of the project outcomes. And the third one is identifying innovations developed and applied in each project country and the value chain, the ones that have a potential to be successfully replicated and adapted to various African countries or contexts. Next, please. And so, as I mentioned, we have two components here. There's the innovation commercialization plan, which is the how, and then the innovation platform, which is the where. And so the innovation platform is envisaged as one that will steer the outcomes beyond a single country and a single value chain, which underscores the reason why we are emphasizing on the close working relationships with partners and stakeholders, for example, in Ethiopia. Because as it was mentioned earlier, this needs to go beyond InnoFoodAfrica. And so that partnership with institutions or companies that are in Ethiopia will help us position that on that platform. And so the platforms are seen as providing support for smallholders, farmers, as well as SMEs, enabling compliance to market and supply chain demands, and maintenance of quality control parameters. And so the platform is seen as a key exchange point where best shared practices and innovation solutions will then contribute to the wider objectives, both from the EU-Africa partnerships, as well as at the national level. So the platform, the innovation platform, which will be developed in partnership with University of Helsinki, and as I mentioned, Dr. Henry Miner will be providing that leadership, is seen as virtual, which will maintain the various toolbox that we have been speaking to, right from work package 1, working through the various work packages. There has been mention of toolboxes, and so that's where you will find those toolboxes. And so the partners are technology transfer units, so from national innovation platforms that will seek technology and then transfer those to opportunities that exist both within Africa as well as targeting Europe. As you have had it mentioned, that some of the products that will come out of this will find a market in Europe. And so we need to have a platform where we can interact with both the European partners, consumers, as well as the African partners and consumers. And so the platform is thought of providing support for smallholder farmers, as well as the SMEs, looking at compliance issues, regulation, market requirements through consultancy, and I must emphasize through interactive, iterative, and participatory approach. Next slide. Okay, I think there's an overlay there, but the essence is this is the innovation platform as we conceive of it. And let's go back, please. Or is it, yeah, forward, thank you. And so what we are looking at is a layered approach, what Dr. Ndegwa likes to call the onion dimension, where you have layers, starting with InnoFood platform within at the central layer, and then the countries around that, and then the partners and the national platforms going out to stakeholders. And so the idea is that we are having issues of IP, training manuals, standard of operating procedures, and product profiles from the so interacting in what I would call a symbiotic relationship. And so this is how we conceive of it. And as I mentioned, it's an iterative process. We will continue to build on this, strengthen on this, change what needs to be changed until month 30, when we operationalize the platform as well as the commercialization plan. Next slide. And so just to recap is that InnoFoodAfrica establishes national innovation platforms that will help steer the outcomes. Okay, Mr. Bugale, could you kindly mute your mic? Kindly mute your mic, please. Thank you. And so providing the peer support and as well as the exchange points, I think we moved back instead of moving forward. So Alem, you need to go 2 slides forward. Okay. And so in terms of the activities, I will not take time to go through that. I'm sure these presentation slides will be shared. And we have a number of activities that will help drive the process, both the commercialization plan as well as the innovation platform. And I believe I'm just coming to the end of my presentation. Yes, indeed. And I think that's it. The activities that we have planned are all enumerated in the second, the second but last slide. And thank you, as we say in East Africa, asante sana, and merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Naomi.